Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. I'm going to treat myself today and do a little bit of this Hifu, this mini Hifu on my neck. It's my birthday, so I'm going to treat myself and do myself a little facial because tomorrow I'm going to do some Botox in my neck because this saggy neck is getting on my nerves. Yeah, it really is getting on my nerves. So tomorrow I'm going to put some Botox in here. I'm going to give myself what they call a Nerfetti neck lift, and I'm hoping it gives me a neck lift because this neck, the eyes, everything is just stressing me out. See, that is a mass. I'm hoping these are muscles, right? And I've done this before. So this one seems to, I've noticed can you see? Now that's the muscle behind. These lines are muscles. And if they're pushing forward too much, which this one is, because if you see this one isn't, then it's going to cause this. So tomorrow, I've ordered some Botox, and tomorrow I'm going to put some Botox in my neck. I'm going to put some in my top lip because I've got lines there. So I'm going to do my neck, my lip. I might do, if I've got enough left, I might do my jewels. But today, I'm just going to give myself a mini Hifu. They're all right, these. I've shown you these before. It's a radio frequency Hifu. And it's got that EMS, that electrical... I can't remember the word of it, but... electrical... Let's get this out. Hifu acts on the SMAS layer of the human body. Reorganise the collagen in the SMAS. We know all that. Radio frequency. And the EMS microelectric pulse function can lift, tighten the skin and massage. It need work all right, won't it? Tighten mine. So anyway, it's my birthday today. I'm having a really shit day, if I'm honest. A real shit day. What a lot of shit when you get older and your birthday comes around. It's been quite shit, to be fair. So I'm just going to give myself a little facial and talk shit to you for a little bit. Because I know you don't mind me talking shit. Anyway, under the eyes, I've left them. So if you've been following me under the eye journey, you know I'm a bit disappointed. But I've left them because there is still some swelling there. So whether it were a reaction from it for me. But what I have noticed, and I don't want to speak too soon, is before, if you saw the Malar bags, they come here, the Malar bags. But if you'll notice now that they seem to have gone, and it's just there. The fluid is just there. I really do think though, with that is just still because there's some swelling there, because there still is some swelling there. If you look, there is a little bit of swelling there. So I know it's disappointing, but I do feel like once that's gone, it may be okay, that treatment. So for us saying we were disappointed in us people with the Malar bags, that we was disappointed in the treatment. I don't know. Let's just wait and see. I'm more disappointed in my neck now. I've got problems, haven't I? So I'm more disappointed in my neck. Now, with this machine, you have to use some conductor gel with it. Specifically when you're using the EMS function. Because the Hifu, I don't think that matters so much. I'm unsure whether you've got to use the conductor gel with this. Can't remember now. I can't remember. Let's see. So the Hifu, I don't know. Move along the line, face line from below the jaw. Yeah, you have to put the conductor gel on. I knew that you did. This helps it to connect, because if you don't have this on, it doesn't do anything. It's not connecting with anything. I've got it on full whack because you know what I'm like. I like having these things on. I like having these things on full. Again, when you're using this, don't go down your carotid or across your voice box with anything. Nothing. Don't. The damage that you can cause there, it'll be, I don't know whether it's irreparable because I'm not a doctor, but I don't know whether I shared that information with you. So I got accepted on an adult nursing course at university. I forgot. How did I forget? I forgot to tell you about that. So yes, I've been accepted onto a 3-year adult nursing course. Starts this September. I'll share that journey with you because I'm right excited about it. You won't think so, but I am quite excited about it. So yeah, I'll be sharing that journey with you. Very exciting. You know, I reckon that is fat as well, you know. I reckon that is fat still. I'm not doing any more fat dissolve injections in it. Oh, but I might do. I don't know. It just depends, doesn't it? I'm going to do the Botox first. Now, I can't do the fat dissolve injections with the Botox anyway. So, tomorrow when it arrives, my Botox, because I ordered it yesterday, stupidly, next day delivery, $7.99. Isn't going to come next day because they're not open on a Sunday. So, I love this Hifu. You know, it's so warm. So, I'm going to do 10 minutes with the Hifu. Then 10 minutes with the RF. The RF's a skin tightener as well. And then follow it up with the EMS. Just treating myself. I'll go under my eyes. I promised myself I weren't going to go under my eyes. If it helps send bags for move any quicker, it probably won't. Probably make it worse knowing my luck. Put some gel on. Gets warm this as well. They're worth investing in these, you know. I weren't going to bother because I hate little machines like this. So I always think they're crap. And I always buy the really big machines, you know. But in all fairness, you can get just as much out of these little handheld ones as you can out of the big ones, to be perfectly honest with you. So, yeah, I don't mind using it. Again, I like it's lovely and warm. But this is how you're supposed to move it. So you're supposed to move it from the middle up, like that, in an upwards motion. But like I said, I just wanted to treat myself today because seeing as it is my birthday, you know, and no one else is going to treat me, so I'll treat myself Do a little facial. Let's see what it says about how long. So if you're going to do this, just do it on the fat. On the fat. I'm saying it like everybody else has got a big fat neck like mine. Don't go down to the voice box, just under this bit. You can see it, can't you, though? Just under this bit. Once a week, this says. Special treatment once a week. 10 minutes. Total 20 minutes. So I'm assuming you do. So move along the face line from the jaw, below the jaw to the side of the ear. Then move from the parotid gland. Yeah, don't touch that. Move along the face line from the end of the jaw up to the temple. So just like this, moving from the nose to the temple. At the end, move along. Because here are your lymph nodes. And when you're pulling all the crap, you pull it up to the lymph node, back down the neck, into another lymph node, and it flushes it away. Again, we're not gonna touch it, are we? Because we're not going down the carotid artery, so we're not going to go down that way. Use it on your forehead as well, lifting the eyebrows upward towards the hairline. I haven't got no gel on now. Let's take some of that. So like that. But make sure you're careful there, because your skin is thinner on your forehead, so I've got it on full heat. Just remember that. I don't know whether I'm going to put any, but the good thing about Botox though is if you keep on top of it, use it for a couple of, like, well, it depends really. You might not need so many sessions, but just use it for a few sessions. So like it's like 6 months apart. And you'll notice, the gel's come off now. You'll notice that your forehead, even after your Botox is run out, doesn't need it as often if you keep on top of it. If you keep on top of your Botox, you find you don't need it that often. But this is, I love this little machine. I don't use it as often as I should because I've always got other things to do, better things to do. So people that are watching my videos for the first time must look and think, she don't do much to herself. No, because I do it to everybody else, which is always the case when you are a professional at something. You always end up doing everybody else but neglecting yourself. I think everybody, well, majority of people will agree with me there, is it's bloody hard work when you're trying to do, when you're doing treatments on other people and then trying to do them to yourself. You don't want to after you've been working a full day of making everybody else look beautiful. You don't want to do it. Right, so we're on RF now. We've finished that one. We might as well, in for a penny, in for a... Oh, wait a minute though. Let me go back to a Hifu because I want to do this eye as well. Oh, right, it's run out now. Switches itself off when time's up, which is good. That's a good thing. Another good thing about it as well. Because that's what you want, really, isn't it? Last thing I want to do is make this bloody eye worse now. Because I spent 10 minutes gossiping to you. I spent 10 minutes on the other eye. on the other side of my face instead of this side. So yeah. So whenever you're doing any sort of massage on your face, this is lymphatic drainage, this. So everything goes up to the ear and down. Up to the ear and down. If you've got swelling under your eyes, so you come along to the ear and down. And it just drains all the fluid into your lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system then flushes it away. Right, we spent too much time on one side of the face. So let's change it. It's changed it for me. Right, we'll put it on the RF. This is the radio frequency. Might as well put it in up high. And you just do the same thing. Pushing everything outwards towards where the lymph nodes are. There's plenty of videos that show you where if you're unsure of your lymph nodes, they're in your jaw, your neck, jaw, your neck, elbow. It's been a long time since I did my training. But I'll know it all again soon, won't I, when I go doing... Well, you better hope I know it all soon. When I go doing my nursing. I'll have to know where everything is then, won't I? Well, we say that, don't we? I'll have to. Will I? Now, the RF heats up and it's got a red... A red light is always good. It's always a skin tightener is the red light. But it heats up. And then the red light tightens. I've done it again. What you don't want to keep doing is pressing. It's awkward because the buttons are there. I thought my dogs are barking at nothing, probably. Something, a bird's probably flown past the window. They're like crying wolf, my dogs. It's like there's somebody there. There's not. So one of these days there will be somebody there and I'll just ignore it because of the cry wolf dogs, you know. That's what happens, isn't it? What they used to say to us when we were kids, didn't they? Cry wolf, what are you crying for? You know. Next time you cry, there's somebody coming getting you. Nobody will help you because you've been crying. Never, your mum and dad never used to say that to you. And you used to think, shut up. Shut up. I'm going to cry. If I want to cry, I'm going to cry. That's what we used to like, didn't we? We used to be like, shut up, listen. If I'm crying here. And they'll say, you're not crying for nothing. I'll give you something to cry for. Your mum and dad used to, well, my mum. My mum used to say, if you carry on, I'll give you something to cry for. I'll give you something to cry for. I'm crying for a reason. I'm crying for a reason here, lady. Do you know what I mean? I'm crying for a reason. Stop telling me you'll give me something to cry for. I am crying for a reason. But yeah, don't cry wolf. Which is true, because all you hear is kids screaming, don't you? And they scream and scream and scream. You could think, tell your kid shut up screaming, because all the streets out like wondering what's going on with kid. Why is this kid screaming? And it'll turn out it's just screaming because it wants to. You know, because kids just scream their frigging heads off for no apparent reason. So it's true. And all I think about all the time is I think to myself, why is none of the parents saying anything about crying wolf, you know, like our parents used to say to us? So they don't give a shit. They're too entitled, aren't they? Too entitled these days. So they'll cry and you will pay attention to them, because if you don't, you know, you'll be the bad one. Not in my house. You can cry till you blew it face. Because I'm not that person. No. I don't listen to your bullshit. There's something cry for, cry. If there's not, don't. It's that simple, innit? Anyway, whatever. Whatever. So yeah, Botox tomorrow. Hopefully it'll lift this big fat neck of mine. Hopefully. It's not gonna. If I do this though, the neck's gone. So I'm assuming it's got to be the muscle. So let's relax that. I'll relax that muscle tomorrow. And see, we'll see. What will be, will be. Again. But again, we try, don't we? We try. And for those who would look at this video and think, why don't you just grow old gracefully? Why don't you piss off? Because I'm not going to grow old gracefully. It's never going to happen. If I had the money, I'd be going having facelifts. I wouldn't be sat doing this. That's a true story. So if I had the money, I wouldn't be. Well, I would be. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be sat here doing this. No, sirree. I would be under that surgeon's knife. They'd pull. I wouldn't have to worry about my neck because they'd pull it tight. Pull it tight. Can you hear that? Gets louder. Oh, I like this. Tell you why? Because it pulls. It sort of sends little shockwave things. Now, this is something you don't want to use on your voice box or on your carotid artery, which is what I keep going on about it. You know, I keep insisting that you don't touch these places with it. Well, this is why. Well, I am weird, me. I love that feeling. It would probably freak a lot of people out, that, but it's not. It doesn't freak me out. You can see my eye pulsing. You see it? Yeah. I love this sort of stuff. It has still got fluid in that. I mean, if it doesn't go, I'll go back in with the RF microneedling. As you know, we did that last time, and it helped. It did help, so I'll just go back in with that. As I say, I'll do me. That were a weird feeling. I'll do my Botox tomorrow. I'll let that settle. Switched itself off again. It's telling me I've used it too much, I think. Yeah, I'll do my Botox tomorrow. Oh, must have. And then I'll leave it a little bit, and then at weekend I'll do some RF under my eyes if they've not gone down. Look at that. Watch. It's not doing it now. I've done it again. That's the only problem with this machine, is because you're holding it. You switch the functions. These are like them high frequency. That's a funny feeling. Them high frequency. Are they called galvanic? That's weird. Oh. Galvanic. I'm going to the dentist tomorrow as well, so I better not do my Botox till after I've been to the dentist. If you were going to do any Botox to yourself, I can't stop you doing it. But if you were, remember that if you're doing it in the forehead or anywhere like that, then you mustn't do that, or you mustn't lie down for a good few hours afterwards, because otherwise you're going to disperse that Botox and it's going to end up with a drop brow, or the Botox dispersing into a place you don't want it into. So if you do Botox, please be aware that you cannot look down for a good few hours and you can't lie down. So if you're reading your phone, no, it's not a good idea. Leave it for a good few hours. If you're going to read your phone, read it up like that, but don't lie down. Got to just keep upright, just so that the Botox settles in to where it's supposed to be and not anywhere else. Do you know, I don't know about you, but I am freezing. Got me eating on again. How long ago? About 7 minutes. I did turn it back on though, didn't I? Look at that. So weird. This is the reason I don't use these machines, I'll be honest with you, because they bore me to death. Right, I love you and leave you because I've nearly finished now. So, check back in next couple of days where I will do my Botox live on here for you. Well, not live because I can't do it live, but I will do my Botox here with you. Enjoy the rest of your day.